Okay, let's then raise the question. Is Pranab's election as president, Pranab Mukherjee's election as president, a foregone conclusion? Joining us now, Dr. Subramanian Swamy of the NDA of the Janata Party, who's leading the campaign for Mr. Sangma. Vinod Mehta, editorial chairman of the Outlook Group, joins us. And also joining us, Pradeep Bhattacharya, member of parliament of the Congress, president of the West Bengal Pradesh Congress Committee. Before I come to you, gentlemen, let's just look at how the numbers stack up. As of now, support for Pranab, if you look at the UPA minus the TMC and add the other parties from whom he's got support, he gets a whopping 62.3%. Support for Mr. Sangma, if you look at the BJP and the other parties supporting him, comes on the other hand to 30.3%. Undecided parties, including TMC and others, is 7.4%. Let me just turn to you, Dr. Swamy. Seeing those figures, is it a foregone conclusion, a done deal?
Well, first of all, the premise is wrong that there is going to be a party-based voting. There's no whip. There cannot be. It's Article 55. The Constitution requires it to be a secret ballot, and in a secret ballot, these are grown-up MPs who have the mind of their own. And,
but that's a huge gap. Are you saying there'll be massive cross-voting across the line?
It's not a huge gap. It's even by your own calculation. All you need to do is get 10-15% of the Congress out.
Where will they come from? Where will are you saying that 10-15% of Congress MPs
I am saying 25% of Congress vote will come to Sangma.
25% of Congress votes, mainly what? Tribal votes?
I'm not going to specify just
But you're saying that Congress can cross-vote. You know, on the face of it, few will accept that. Most believe it's a foregone conclusion. But Pradeep Bhattacharya, we've seen the first signs of some kind of revolt within the Congress. Arvind Netam, senior tribal leader, today chose to be with Mr. Sangma. Is that a concern? Already Mamata Banerjee has not revealed her mind. If she doesn't reveal her mind, if tribal MPs go with Mr. Sangma, it could be closer.
Look, I can put it this way. Now, what Mr. Sangma has said, that her body language has expressed what she wanted to do.
Yes.
But I am sure of it. Nobody could not guess anything about her body language, what exactly Mamata Banerjee wanted to do. But I have a hope that because she did not leave the UPA, she will support the UPA candidate Pranab Mukherjee.
So you're saying that even Mamata Banerjee will, you believe, support Pranab Mukherjee. Vinod Mehta, is this a foregone? Is this a foregone conclusion, Vinod Mehta? Is this election a foregone conclusion? Is Mr. Swamy simply raising fears in the opposition camp that are misguided, in the fears in the Congress camp?
Rajdeep,
yes.
Even Mr. Sangma himself has said that he needs a miracle.
That's right.
So I think that we can take the result as given. The more interesting thing to see is where the calculations made by the Congress and the BJP have been sensible. The Congress has sort of abandoned Mamata and is in the lap of Mulayam Singh Yadav. The BJP has rejected the notion of a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. They have gone for two of the birds in the bush. There's no surety whether those birds will come. The bird in hand seems to be very, very unhappy. In fact, Mr. Sharad Yadav is the proposer of Mr. Mukherjee.
Yes.
So we will have to see whether these calculations work out and whether the BJP is right in latching on to Mr. Sangma and forgetting Nitish Kumar, because Nitish Kumar is their biggest ally. So we'll have to see whether the gamble they have taken works out.
You know, that's the point, Dr. Swamy. You've taken a huge gamble. In the process of reaching out to Sangma, you've gone and alienated Nitish Kumar. You've gone and alienated the Shiv Sena. You've created division. You're talking about division in Congress ranks. What about divisions in the NDA?
There's no alienation at all. In fact, even last presidential election, Shiv Sena voted for Pratibha Patil.
No, but this is Janata Dal United. This is one of your major allies.
The same thing with Janata Dal United. Mr. Nitish Kumar himself has said that I'm still in NDA and I'll be in NDA. The issue.
Have you taken a gamble, sir? A bad gamble? Why?
Oh, nothing in politics is worth achieving unless you take a gamble. This is a gamble, easy gamble, because the party leaders are not in a position to ensure that the voters of the party are going to obey their diktat. They are going to vote on what they want to do in the secret ballot. There will be the sentiments of the fact that a tribal candidate for the first time is standing. There is a problem as to how the campaign, what new things will come out in the campaign.
Dr. Swamy, are you hinting that there is going to be a dirty campaign where you are going to expose Pranab Mukherjee? Because this is the buzz in Delhi, that Subramanian Swamy over the next fortnight is hoping to expose Pranab Mukherjee.
It's not a question. The national mood is to fight corruption. Here is a gentleman who was the finance minister who was given the names of those who had illegal bank accounts abroad, and he failed to release it. He found one excuse, a false excuse. He told lies to the court and withheld these names. We know why he has withheld these names. He has a problem. There are other issues also. The corruption is an issue in this matter.
So it is going to be a campaign where there will be these issues that are raised. Pradeep Bhattacharjee, is the Congress ready for that? Is the Congress ready for this campaign to be? As Mr. Sangma has also called for a debate between Pranab Mukherjee and Sangma.
Look, no. Debate, what kind of debate Mr. Sangma wanted, I don't know.
Right.
It is a presidential election, and our presidential election not as like as America or France. It is the indirect election, so question does not arise of debate and etc. But if at all any debate took place, what would be the result of that? The electoral college will cast their vote. I know that some of the people will come forward to create some sort of heinous attempt of putting some sort of problems for the Pranab Mukherjee, but I am sure of it. The Congress is prepared to face it.
Okay.
There will be no problem for the Congress to face whatever arguments they are placing. We are prepared to counter that argument.
Okay.
We don't bother for Subramanian Swamy what he is saying. But the Congress is very clean and clear, and Pranab Mukherjee is very clean and clear. There is no problem for us.
Okay, you don't bother about what Subramanian Swamy is saying. Do you believe somewhere?
No, we don't bother for it. We don't.
Do you believe though, Vinod Mehta, somewhere what Subramanian Swamy and others are gunning for is essentially to create an air of dissonance in the ruling UPA. This is all part of a campaign to show that the UPA is somehow more fragile than it appears. Mamata Banerjee already distancing herself from Pranab Mukherjee. As you said, is this a gamble worth taking?
No, but there must be some indication. For example, there was enough indication that JDU would not vote for Mr. Sangma.
Yes.
And even if the TMC abstains or votes against Mr. Mukherjee, I think that contingency has been taken care of. But the big question is that the numbers are so heavily stacked against Mr. Sangma. Although I think that silver lining is that the people of the Northeast who feel alienated from India might feel, even if Sangma loses, that their man is in the race.
Right.
But by and large, the arithmetic that you have shown,
yes,
there is such a wide gap that whatever dirty tricks are played, I think that wide gap is unbridgeable. So, I mean, this presidential election is over, bar the shouting.
This presidential...
And the nation will breathe
Yes, go ahead.
The nation will breathe a sigh of relief, because this is a pseudo contest. This is not a real contest. This is a pseudo contest.
This is a pseudo contest. Is not a real contest, says Vinod Mehta. It's all over even before the race has begun.
Vinod Mehta has always been for the Congress, so he's saying pseudo.
No, but the numbers. This is not about Congress. The numbers are staring you. You are saying you've taken a gamble. Is it an act of desperation?
The question of numbers doesn't arise. This is secret ballot. And you are saying that the vote is going to be...
If it is a
of course it's a secret ballot. We know what is going to happen in a secret ballot, where the MPs are going to make up their own minds.
Are you saying that 2012 is 1969 all over again?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No MP wants an election today.
That was not a campaign I would be proud of.
It is
that was the Prime Minister proposed a candidate and voted and worked against that. That was betrayal of the party. Here I am talking about a situation where the country today is seized of enormous corruption in which Mr. Pranab Mukherjee was an abettor. and therefore when the MPs are going to go and vote, they are going to make up their own minds.
Are you saying that MPs are going to vote on their conscience? Do you really believe that our MPs are capable of doing that? I can understand the people of the country doing that. Will MPs actually go against party lines?
You don't underestimate MPs. They also have feelings. Many of them don't express it. Just because you see a few leaders doesn't mean you know what the MPs are thinking. I am moving with them. I am talking with them. I can tell you. Today, Mr. Arvind Netham, who is the chairman of all the tribal MPs of Parliament, and today he comes here and openavely sits there. And
so you have not let Mr. Sangma up the garden path.
I have not. Mr. Sangma was not our candidate. He was the candidate of Naveen Patnaik and Jayalalitha, and we thought he's a very good candidate. So we supported him in DA.
Okay, the same Jayalalitha with whom you've had differences in the past, but you're seeing now.
It is a cyclic matter right now. Okay. Right now, I'm on very good terms with her.
Okay, right now you're on very good terms with her. Okay, Dr. Subramanian Swamy, hoping that Jayalalitha, Biju Janata Dal, a new alliance could be formed after this election. Appreciate your joining us. That in itself is perhaps the one consolation that the NDA hopes to get out of this election. Even if Mr. Sangma loses, maybe a new alliance can be formed or NDA can be broadened. Vinod Mehta, Pradeep Bhattacharjee, Subramanian Swamy, appreciate your joining.